Are you using the force?
Yeah.
Say the force is strong with me.
Not strong for me.
Oh, well, you say that. Say the force is strong for me.
The force is strong for me.
You're awesome. Hi all, Rob from the Hordstead here. I thought I'd take a chance to, or some time to show you my brooder. Excuse me, I've been outside most of the day. We've done hot dogs and s'mores over the fire in 80-degree weather, but you know, when it's a 6-year-old birthday, you do what they want. But we've had a very good day today. But I'm getting the chicks tomorrow about 10 o'clock. So with the air conditioning on in the house and you know being fairly hot, I know the temperature needs to be steady. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up now so I can get the light on it, put the thermometer in there, and make sure it's going to stay the right temperature. So these are the things that I have learned. Tomorrow the chicks that I'm going to pick up are going to hatch. They've hatched tonight or they're hatching tomorrow morning. Chicks can live for about 3 days on their yolk. So yes, and the kids are helping me too. Look at that. They just got out of their bath, so they can live about 3 days before they have to have outside food and water because they'll live on their yolks for a few days. So they don't know how to be chickens. So when I bring them home, I will go ahead and put them on paper towels to start. Okay, I don't know where I was. Anyways, so I'm putting the paper towels down. The chickens don't know how to be chickens yet. So everything that I've heard is what we'll do is I have chick water that I made, and I know that sounds weird, but it's got a probiotic in it. I put probiotic, Save a Chick. Probiotic is from Tractor Supply. You mix a packet of this with a gallon of water, and I'll let the water warm up. I want it to be room temperature. So that will sit over here for now. And then I just have typical water, mason jar, standard stuff. I'll actually fill the water up tomorrow. And a feeder. And then you go ahead and you spread their chicken feed on the paper towels. That way they know, they'll start learning what food is. Because once, you know, after a day or two, after they've gotten the paper towels pretty messed up. Are you mocking me?
I'm doing this to show them what to do.
Oh, okay. Being my Vanna White?
Yeah.
Whoever that is, right? Anyways, so we'll dip the beaks in the water. They'll figure out what the food is, and then in a couple of days, I'll start putting wood chips in the bottom. And they're it's the big word chips. You can't use sawdust and things like that because they'll still eat it and it'll mess them up. So this is the lid I made. All it is some plywood, and I just sandwiched hardware cloth in the middle and made this little stand here. The big thing is this just is I don't remember the number of gallon tote it is. It's got the plastic lid. I didn't want the plastic lid because you want to be able to see what's going on, and there's no way to get the light in there, and so I made this lid, and we have animals. So it's heavy enough, or it's light enough that I can move it around. I made it so it catches on the lip of the tub. The animals can't pick it up and get in there. The cats sit on top of it and watch the chicks, which kind of freaks the chicks out. But and then this is my heat lamp here, which I will get plugged in, of course, and put it on my thermometer. And what I can do then is I've got plenty of room to move it up and down to adjust the temperature. So we're going to go get the chickens tomorrow morning. Yep, that's why I'm getting this out tonight. Can you hand me my thermometer up there, that black thing? It's up on top of the fireplace, honey. Right there.
That's chicken poop.
Does it still have chicken poop?
Yeah.
Let me have to wash that off, yeah. We'll wash it.
Why is it chicken poop?
Well, it was in the old chicken brooder. So, this is my thermometer. It's also got humidity. It's not as important for chicks. We've got the air conditioning on in the house. You can't tell right now because I'm sweating like crazy. But this way I'll know you got to keep them about 95 degrees for the first several days, and then you can start hardening them off, start lowering it down. Oh, thank you very much, Allie. You start hardening them off, you know, you cool the temperature down by like 5 degrees a week and slowly get them used to being cooler. The temperatures are going up. I'm betting that the birds, the chicks, are only going to be here in the house for a couple of weeks. That's what I'm hoping. I'll show you. I've got a little brooder thing that I can put in one of my chicken tractors while I'm running them around. So they do have a place if it is going to get cold. So they have a place to get in and out of there. So we'll be back at you tomorrow when we bring the chicks home. All right. My co-pilots and I, the male members of the horde, are headed to the hatchery to get our chicks. The girls have dance class. They have a dance camp this week, so they're all headed up for that. Except Mommy's forgotten something, and now she's got to come pester me for. All right. Anyways, we're headed to get chicks.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you there.
Bye.
Okay, we're here at Myers Hatchery in Polk, Ohio. I would take you in with us, but you embarrass me. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm a little embarrassed. I don't want to carry the camera in there. So maybe when I'm a big name, highfalutin vlogger.
Hi, Daddy.
I'm sure it'll be soon. So
Hi.
we'll let you see the chicks when we come back out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. Baby.
Here they are. 16 meat birds. We got 50 pounds of organic non-GMO chick starter. And we got to get these guys home and get them in the brooder and get them going here. So
Hi, Chick.
we'll see you when we get there. And we're back. Okay. I think I've got everything ready. My thermometer shows it's at 91 now, but that's because I slid the thing aside. But this is a high temperature, so it sits about 95, and it's been that way since last night when you saw me put it together. Excuse me. Stop. So what we're going to do is, here are my chicks. Chickens, yes. I'm going to go ahead and I have filled up my water container. Flip it over and then it comes out at a pretty even pace. I actually put this fairly close to the light to start out with. That way it stays warm. Basically, so it stays warm. I'll feed them this gallon of water with the probiotic until it's done. The best way to tell with the temperature, I mean, you put the thermometer in and stuff, but watch the chicks for the first couple of days, actually all the time. So I like having the chicks, especially being new to this, I like having them in the house because I walk past and I can hear them. If they smell bad, if something's wrong, if the water is spilled, I usually look in on them every time I walk by, so I just feel better about that right now. Someday they will not be in the house, which my wife will be very happy about. Now, the ones that I ordered this time, they just hatched, so they haven't had anything to eat or drink. There's one of them right there. They're very cute. Then they turn into the Franken chickens that are just ugly. Now, the last time I just got from Tractor Supply, and I just got straight run. Straight run is you get whatever egg, whatever sex you get. Ryan, leave the chicks alone. Now, with the hatchery that I went to, with Meyer Hatchery, they go ahead and sex the chicks. Now, from what I understand, this isn't possible with all breeds, but with a lot of them, if I can get him to spread his wings out here, it's all right. Let me spread her wings. I got all females this time because it's actually the cheapest. And the way they tell that, from what I understand, is if you can see the different layers, and it's hard for me to see if you can see without a camera person. Anyways, there's layers. You can see the wing feathers. They go long, short, long, short. That typically means they're female. Because their flight feathers come in first, and you can only do that for like the first 3 days of after they hatch. So now that I have one of the birds, I take him and very gently, I'll get a closer shot of this. Put his head, dip his head in his beak in the water a couple times, and then let him go. Just kind of leave him near the water. And we'll get a closer video of this here. Okay, so Caleb's going to help me get a video of. See how he tips his head back? That's how chickens drink. He knows he's got some water. See him taste that? Water. The reason that, again, I think I said, I forget what is happening when I have to stop the video, but, oh, you just pecked at him. See, I already got the pecking instinct. Anyways, when they're hatched, you have to actually show them how to drink water. The reason that it's so easy to ship chicks is because for 3 days they will, they survive on the yolk from the egg. So, I'm going to go ahead and get these guys. See, look at him drinking. And actually, really, once you get a couple of them drinking, the other ones get curious and they'll start pecking at it and stuff too. But we'll go ahead and dip all of their hands, or all of their beaks in there, and then we will put in some feed after a bit. We'll let them get a drink, and then we'll scatter some feed and watch them do that. So we will be back. All right. See, a lot of them are starting to drink. They're starting to explore. They're starting to poop. That doesn't take long. One of the keys to getting the right kind of brooder set up is to make sure that just half of your brooder is warm. So, I just have the light on the one side. That way, if they get overheated, they can't actually travel to the other side of the brooder and cool off. Again, we'll just keep an eye on them. Look at them all drinking there, getting a drink, feeling good, like in the water. We'll let them sit this way for just a little bit, let them get a drink, chill out, explore the new space a little bit. Then we'll scatter some food along the bottom, and we'll watch them. They're already, the one over here by the thermometer, but he's already pecking. So they have that pecking instinct, even these Franken chickens. So we'll get some chickens, we'll get some feed in there for them pretty soon. I am excited. I did at the hatchery. I love Tractor Supply. I buy stuff at Tractor Supply, but I bought their food at the hatchery. This is organic, and their organic is non-GMO, and I love it because look at that. You can see the chunks of corn and just a variety of just a mash of stuff. Maybe one last thing I'll show you, or one of the things I'll try and remember to show you, is take you out and show you the label on the bag of feed. So you can see what's in it. There are still some unnameable, I don't know what the rules are, but it's organic. You have to make certain requirements to be considered non-GMO and organic. So we'll go look at that in a little bit. But that is that is mash, chick starter mash. It's got like an 18% protein to it. So this is what they will be eating, and I'm very excited about the looks of it. Okay, they have kind of chilled out. A lot of them are warming up. Chicks are so funny. They will be wandering around and active as heck the next, and then they'll just either stop and they'll stop and they'll either just flop over or just stand there with their eyes closed. It's like, have they died? What's going on? But no, then they typically pick back up. And so what we're going to do, we're just going to go ahead and put a little food in here. Oh, see, look at that. They're pecking at it already. Put some over there. I think they're after that fly. I'll be impressed if one of the chicks can get that fly. Now, the meat birds are also kind of odd because they will lose, or they will die. I mean, they are Franken chickens. They're not genetically modified, but they're bred in such a way that they're barely chickens. So anyway, some of them will pass out of the last flock. I had 12. I have 9 left. 2 of them died of just natural causes, and then I think I mentioned it before, but one of them I ran over with my chicken tractor. So we got some food in there. Look at that. They must be hungry. They're already pecking at it. The food I'm going to set over here for the moment, and that way entice them to come out of the heat some so they can start hardening off. And things are going along swimmingly. So from the horde, all of you please, have a great day and God bless.